We're going to take a look at a commercial or civilian MRE. This one is from Meal Kit Supply, and it's from 2015. It has a date code on it of 5300, meaning it was packaged on the 300th day of 2015. And it is Menu No.7 Meatballs and Marinara Sauce. Meal Kit Supply used to put the components on the front of the bag. Now they just have a general bag with the entree and a little sticker on the back. So we're going to actually have to open it up to see what's in here. And this one has the interior bag. It also has a date code on it, same date code, 5300. It says the marinara sauce with meatballs. And Meal Kit Supply does give a side dish with their MREs. This one is black beans and a seasoned sauce. There should be information on these in here. We have the sleeve instead of the cardboard box for the entree, the marinara with meatballs. You can see the nutrition facts there, and also the ingredients, and there's a lot of ingredients in that. You can pause there if you want to read that. This was packed by Sapaco, which makes sense because I believe Sapaco is the brand or the company that puts their MREs, the genuine ones, into the secondary bag inside. So we also have barbecue sauce, vanilla pudding dessert powder. Here's the information sheet for the black beans. Here's the nutrition facts and the ingredients for the black beans and the seasoned sauce. And then we have standard crackers, peanut butter, and a lemon lime beverage base powder. And it's not the electrolyte version. And we have a Sapaco SurePack flameless ration heater. And this looks like the standard Meal Kit Supply accessory pack. Has the MRE brown spoon, napkin, coffee, creamer, and a couple of sugars, salt and pepper, and a wet nap, fresh nap, moist towelette. And we'll see how the actual components compare to the pack date. So we said it was 5300 on the outer bag, and this is actually pretty close, 5243 on the meatballs and marinara sauce, and 5232 on the black beans and seasoned sauce. We'll go ahead and use the flameless ration heater to heat up the entree on the side. And put the entree in the heater like you normally would do. And try and get the best performance out of the heater. And go ahead, hold it over, and activate that. And I can feel it's actually the top is getting hot already. So this seems to be working good. But I'll let that sit for about 30 seconds to really activate all the heating elements. And it really does seem to be going pretty good right now. A lot of heat coming off of that. And you can see it's puffing up. And I have some steam. So I'll go ahead and put that into the sleeve. And rather than messing around with trying to put a second pouch in, I'm going to put the black beans and sauce on the other side of the heater, inside of the sleeve. So that way both items have contact with the heater. And we'll just put this on a rock or something and let that heat up while we check everything else out. Check out the crackers. See if the hiss goes. Sounds good. They're a little bit fractured in here. I'm probably gonna find out if you can see the cracks on there, but he's gonna be pretty brittle, I think. Put a little bit of peanut butter on that. Give it a good kneading. That looks good. Alright, because we have a entree and a side, there isn't really too much more to plate. So I'll go ahead and mix up the vanilla pudding dessert powder. This takes 4 ounces of water. And this is always interesting to try and mix these things up. They give you this this big pouch here, but it's not like those nice contour pouches that have the zip top. This one you just kind of have to do the best you can with it. Seal this up as best you can, and then you're going to give it a really good shaking and try to make sure you pay special attention to the corners for about 60 seconds. And I hope that's done well enough. Should be pretty good. Yeah, it looks like pudding in there. It smells like vanilla. Yeah, there's some more in there, but I think that's enough for plating purposes. You can always go back and get the rest of this out of there. Feels like there's still quite a bit in there. Meal Kit Supply does not give a hot beverage bag, so I'm going to go ahead and mix the lemon lime beverage base powder up in a glass that has 12 ounces of water in it. That nice, unnatural looking green color. Next we'll make up our coffee. Add the cream and sugar. Obviously you can make it however you want, but since I have these things, might as well use them. That's hot water. It's just going to leave us with our entree and side, which feeling pretty warm. I can feel the back side of the beans feels pretty warm, and the front side of the meatballs feels really warm on this side. Strangely enough, it's warmer on this side than this side. Anyway. Oh, that's actually really hot. Can't really even hold that. So I'd say this worked out good. And there's still enough heat in here. You probably, if I did have a hot beverage bag, I probably could have heated up the coffee too. This was a very effective heater. Unfortunately, you never really know how good it's going to be until you use it. And these have the tear notches going across the long side. does seem to have some heat to it. The beans, same thing. One side's warmer than the other, but it's, considering it was just on the other side of the heater, it's not too bad. May not be a hot meal, but it's going to be a warm meal, and that's still a good thing. And it's a pretty good looking meal. Let's go ahead and try it out. And the meatballs and marinara sauce, it's these little mini meatballs here. And a tomato-based sauce. They're looking pretty good. Yeah, and they taste good. Not too surprisingly, it's a lot like a canned pasta, Chef Boyardee kind of thing. And these the meatballs actually taste and feel, as far as the texture, a lot like, if you've ever had SpaghettiOs with meatballs, it's like a slightly tougher version of those. That's what it looks like inside. It's a bunch of ground up meat. And they're good though. It's interesting, you figure beef for the meatballs, but actually the first thing listed is mechanically separated chicken, then beef, water, breadcrumbs, and some other stuff. So it's obviously it's in a marinara sauce, tomato-based sauce, and this actually has it's pretty good chunks of tomato. That's a pretty good chunk right there. And this is good. It's very flavorful. And of course, it tastes really processed. It tastes like packaged food because it is. But I definitely think this is one of the better entrees. Now we'll try out the beans. And one thing I'll say about Meal Kit Supply, one of the things that's great about them, also to some extent works against them in some ways, is the fact that they are the only company I'm aware of that makes commercial MREs that has an entree and a side. The only problem with that is there's a limited number of sides. There's the fried rice and the beans, a couple of other things. And with the amount of entrees that Meal Kit Supply has, they don't always match up really all that great. Something like the beef taco filling and beans, that makes sense, that goes together. But meatballs and marinara sauce and beans, not so much. But the point is, you're getting a full-sized MRE side. And that's a good thing. Especially if you're looking for the calories and looking to fill yourself up. So here's the beans. It's just beans and a sauce. Nothing too fancy about that. But it's a good way to get some more protein in you. And they're good. The seasoned sauce, it's definitely got some seasoning in it. I've had these before. I mean, from the same case, and they've been more bland than this. I don't know how much of a variation there is, but these are pretty good, just on their own. And another thing Meal Kit Supply has been doing lately is they've been adding barbecue sauce and hot sauce to some of their MREs. And since we have it, we'll go ahead and try this on the entrees. I'm not even going to bother with the salt and pepper because they're both pretty flavorful and you really don't need it. But let's see if the barbecue sauce adds anything. Meatballs are already in a sauce, but it's marinara. In the old days, there actually was a meatballs and barbecue sauce entree, I believe. Let's see how this is. I really don't think it needs it. I could see somebody wanting hot sauce just because they like their food spicy. But I think, if anything, it almost actually takes away from the marinara sauce. It's not bad, but I just don't think it's necessary. Which is saying something good for the entree, that it doesn't need something to kick it up. But the beans, I could see it helping on those. You know, it does change them a little bit. Gives them a little something else. I think I like them both on their own, without having to even add the barbecue. Try a little bit of the coffee. It tastes like your standard instant coffee. Nothing wrong with it. Try the crackers with some peanut butter on them. That was a good combination, but also something that always makes you thirsty. I've said it before, but the dryness of the crackers and then the thickness of the peanut butter It definitely makes you want to drink something. Now it's falling apart. But before I go for the lemon lime beverage, I'm going to try some of this vanilla pudding. That's good. It's kind of something different. Seem to get a lot of chocolate stuff in MREs, and there is a chocolate pudding, but it's a nice little change. Rather than a bar or a cookie, you get a little bit of pudding. It's got a good amount of sweetness. It's pretty good. And we'll finish off with the lemon lime beverage. Kind of tastes like you're on a camping trip with a Boy Scouts or something. It's like a Kool-Aid kind of a thing. But it's sweet and tasty. A nice alternative to just having plain water. So that was a look at a Meal Kit Supply MRE. Menu number 7, Meatballs and Marinara Sauce. Thank you for watching. And let's see how this is Gundog style. With the meatballs, the beans, the barbecue sauce, and some crackers. Give it a little bit of crunch. And there's nothing wrong with that.